Hello, I'm Rachel Piper. Welcome to my channel, Size Diverse Pilates, where I'm trying to make Pilates more accessible to the larger population. Today's workout is inspired by March MATness, but we will be doing the mat work using our tower system. I have purple springs from Balance Body on for leg springs, the heavy centerline gray springs for my arm springs, and I'll be using a red spring, trap spring above and below. You pick your journey today. We're going to start lying back, head by the tower side, and we're going to do our 100 with our feet in straps. Place your feet in your straps, and then since it's the first time that we're here today, maybe just take the legs down and see what things feel like. Then bring them up, heels together, toes apart. Do one more press down to see where you are today and turn out. Bring the arms up, nice big inhale. On your exhale, bring yourself into a 100 position that you think you can maintain. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And I'll change my position a little bit as we go. We're just warming up, so you do your 100. If your head needs to be back or you need a pillow, do that. If you're in your upper ab curl, good too. Really reach through those leg springs no matter where they are. So options to hold here, options to hold nice and high, but maybe give yourself a little bit of tension and try and reach the tailbone down. So a bunch of options you can do. You could even come into almost like a frog position here, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Again, just working on trying to get a little bit of spring tension here and really trying to use those springs to connect your whole body to your center right away. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Then pull yourself in. Take the leg springs off. This may seem like it goes a little bit slower because we'll have to switch the pieces here and there, and that's okay. Go ahead and grab the roll down bar for our roll up. Feet against the poles. We'll do 5 here. Really press those heels in. Start with that bent leg so you can keep that foot connection. Let's start nice and tall, then reach the pelvis back. See if you can get the pelvis all the way down before the spine comes down. And then head comes last. Then tuck the chin. See if you can keep the pelvis down while we bring the spine up off the mat. And then I'm going to scooch just a little bit forward because my heel started to pull away a little bit. 4 more like that. Tuck the chin, start rolling up. You can really pull your arms into your back, reach to those feet, get a little stretch there at the top. And then again. And for breath, you can inhale for half, exhale for half, or breathe however it feels most comfortable for you. So again, we're going to try and reach the pelvis all the way back. Try and put it down, reach through the feet, then bring the spine all the way down, letting your head land. Then take your head up, curl the shoulder blades off, keep the pelvis down, really reach up and over. And come up. This is where it gets a little fun. It takes a minute. We're gonna do rollover, and you're gonna take your trap spring and spring from below here, whichever side you need. So bring that through, and of course you need to put on your safety strap. Absolutely 100%. So 2 chains or 1 safety strap here. You have the fabric. Pulling that up. And then centering that in the middle, making sure that you're nice and secure. Oh, roll over. This is so fun. I love this version of rollover. Go ahead and come underneath, and we're just going to practice some tail lifting. So push your bar up, get your feet under, and it is early. Whew. Come to a Pilates V here, and let's start with just pressing the legs as straight as you can, and then really letting the heels drop and letting your hips open. We're just going to stretch the hips, open up the collarbones, and press the back of the head in. Then from here, we're going to see what happens when we straighten the legs and then push through the ball of the foot and then come back down. So reach up and just push a little and come back down. Now take your hands to your poles, and we'll play a little bit with a tower variation. You're going to reach yourself up, bend the knees in, and then roll the spine down. So this is our version of rollover today. Straighten the legs, lift them up, bend the knees, and roll down. One more time. Straighten, reach up, bend the knees in, and roll down. Now, if that's not there for you today, even a little pull the bar in and lift the hips and straightening of the legs is what you can do. So we're going to do 3 of these for the reverse, or the next time you play this, you can just do 6 like this. Okay? Reach that up, and then take that bar off. Take your spring off, and we'll come back to our single leg circle. So we'll come back to those leg springs. But it takes a minute for us to get situated here. So lie back down. Take yourself however far away you want, whatever's comfortable for you, and then take that left spring and put it on the right foot. Arms down, standing leg is reaching and flexed. Turn out in the spring leg, cross the body, come down and around. So we have 5 of these. I'm going to keep my hip down today, but you can absolutely do the lifted hip variation. One more, and then we'll go to the outside. Okay, pause. You go out, you come down, you bring the leg over, and you pull it up. Try and keep the hip down. So we have 4 more of those. Go ahead and take this spring off and switch. Right spring on left foot. Let's go ahead and come down and around for our single leg circle on this side. Again, I'm going to try and keep that hip down as much as possible. If you have any hip clicking going on, then just make your circles a little bit smaller and try and engage the glute a little bit more. And the glute meaning your butt. Come up here and pause. Come to the outside, come down, reach that spring over and pull it up. We have 3 more here. And take that spring off, come up and reattach your roll down bar. Yep, there's a lot of pieces here when we work on our supportive work. So for rolling like a ball, this one is what I find is with this particular variation, you either get it right away and you love it, or it takes a while for you to figure out what you're supposed to do. How are you even supposed to get in that position? If that is the case, I always suggest you keep moving yourself back. Just keep on moving back. So roll down bar. We're going to take our legs over it, and then we're going to move ourselves back as much as possible. And the slippier your pants are, the more you're going to want to pull your heels in, because that's what we're trying to do in rolling like a ball. We're trying to pull our heels in and we pull our legs in. But here we're going to have a nice wide elbow, wide collarbones, wide back. Pick those legs up, and then from here just lift your tailbone and then put it back down. Whew. So you have to inhale, pull your waistband back, and then exhale to roll forward. So let's go ahead and do maybe 5 more of these. So you're really pulling your bar into you, reaching your waistband back, and trying to keep the rest of your body in that same shape. You get to rock really nicely here. And last one. As you come up, then you can come out nice and easy here. And then we'll take that bar off and we'll put our spring from above on for some of our stomach series. So we have that on. Come on in. Single straight leg stretch. Bring the legs in, and you're just going to actively hold this bar, and you're going to reach one leg out and then reach the other leg out. So you have opposition. You're really pushing against this bar as you reach, reach, reach. One more each side. Pull the legs in, and you can bring them down. And if you need to windshield wiper the legs, you can. Then we'll come up, same thing for our double leg stretch. We're gonna come up and we're gonna really connect our arms to our back by pressing into this bar. Reach away, you get to push into that bar more and then pull the legs in. Reach away and pull in. 3 more. Last one. And then come down. Single straight leg stretch. So the next 2, we're going to use our leg springs. So go ahead, put that bar down, come down, put both legs in your leg spring. Again, wherever you want to be for this one that you can have tension. So both leg springs come on. We put both in at the same time if we can. Hold on to your pole here. You're going to reach away and you're just going to scissor the legs. So single straight leg stretch. Okay, we're going to do a variation like this, and we'll do another variation as well. So reach, reach, reach. The last one. Pull it both in. If that's there for you, you can repeat. Otherwise, come up into your hands behind the head and reach, reach, reach. We're going to do 3 here. Last one. Then we're going to hold, bring the heels together, double leg, lower lift. 5 here. It doesn't matter how low you go, as long as you're connected and you're really getting some traction in your neck. So hold your upper body in that position. Last one. And reach up, pull the legs in. Take the leg springs off. Come up and attach that roll down bar again. If you're on your tower, I'd like you, or your Cadillac, I'd like you to sit with your legs down for our spine stretch. And then take your arms about shoulder width on your roll down bar. And I want you to really sit as tall as you possibly can. Then from here, arms connect to the back. And you're just going to come down, exhaling out. Use that bar to connect to your back and connect to your flexion. And then resist the bar to pull yourself up into a tall spine. Nice big inhale here. And exhale to reach everything out. And then resist as you come back up. And one more. And inhale. 2 stack back up. All right, we're gonna come back to that rolling like a ball position. So if you were still working on rolling like a ball, come back to that and do that. Otherwise, we're gonna do the open leg rocker variation. So pull your bar and put your legs underneath. And again, you need to scoot yourself back. Scooch it back. Same position here. So if you want to be trying that rolling like a ball again, you come here. If you want to try your open leg rocker, you're going to straighten your arms a little bit, and then you're going to reach the legs up. So you can maintain this shape here. Really pull your arms into your back. Try and lift your chest up. Keep it up as you rock back and forth. Now, I've been playing around with this variation for at least 2-3 years. So I'm going to make it look easy. Not easy for the first many times that you do it. So inhale that and exhale up. One more, and you can always practice rolling like a ball, and that's okay too. All right, bring your legs out. Go ahead, and I have to unhook my bar, but we're going to come to our corkscrew. So take that bar off. You're going to put your leg springs back on. Not doing the hip lifting variation today, but for this one, I am going to scoot myself pretty far away so that I can play around with some range. So both leg springs go on, and then you're going to hold your pulse. It does at least help me to be in a Pilates V here so that I have some connection to my feet since we have those straps on. So reach the heels over together, bring them down, bring them over to the side, and pull them back up. Then opposite way. Try and keep those heels connected the whole time and come back up. I like this version in turnout with the heels together because if your heels pull away, you'll know. And for me, at least, it really makes me work my inner thighs, which we need for so many other exercises. One more full corkscrew here. And back around and come up. Whew, take those off. All right, come up, and we're gonna do a seated saw. Come to the edge of your mat and find your sits bones. Take your arms out here. I'm gonna do legs together. You can also do them apart, but I wanna see if anything's shifting in my own body. We're gonna twist, and then we're just gonna reach past that knee, press the legs together, pull back up, and come center. Then twist and reach over and come back up. Just one more each side because we got a lot going on here. And I want to guess a little bit of rotation before you do some other things. And back up. You can always do a few more of those or come back to that if you want to replace anything later. Put the push through bar on. You're going to bring it down so that we can go into our prone series. So reach down, come onto your mat, and you want your push through bar to be equal, right in between, or maybe a little bit past your pulls here. I like to lift up my legs and do a little bit of internal rotation to make sure that my inner thighs are up. And we're going to play with a swan prep. Head is down. For me, I'm just going to reach it up so that it's in line. And then you're going to pull the elbows back, pull the bar back above the head, and then see if you can lift a little bit into extension, and then come back down. And again, I'm going to keep my head a little bit more in alignment, but you can drop the head if you want to. Pull the arms back, reach up, and come back. Press the hip bones in, pelvic tuck for the back, and try and get that extension all the way high in the upper thoracic. and then take the arms in front of you. Now into our swan. As you come up, press those hip bones down, lift the head, chest, heart comes up, and then take it down, same nice speed. Bring the head down. 2 more like that. This is our swan. And bring it down. We have 1 more. Pull the arms into your back to help you lift your head, chin, chest, heart, and come back down. We're going to come back into it 1 more time, and we're going to hold and do a short set of single leg kicks. So come in to your swan position. Reach those legs long. See if you can reach the knees up off the mat, and then kick, kick, stretch, kick, kick, stretch. Our single leg kick here. Try and press the pubic bone down and really reach that opposite leg away from you as you kick. Kick, 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 kick. Reach the heart forward. Last one. And bring it on down. Okay, 1 more, and then we get our child's pose. We have our double leg kick. So this one is kind of fun. We get to take those legs together. We get to kick, 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 and then we come up into a swan. We can even lift the legs a little bit, and then we come back down. Kick, kick, kick. Come up into your swan, and then down. Kick, kick, kick. Reach into that swan. And 1 more. Kick, kick, kick. And reach. Then come down. Go ahead and reach your bar up. Come back into your child's pose, or however you want to round your back, or if you want to crack your knees, which is what I like to do. I think we all know that now. Really reach to the back. Crack the knees. And then come on up. So amazing. We get to do our thigh stretch. Thigh stretch, thigh stretch. Your roll down bar back on. You're going to come at least halfway back. At least halfway back. Now, what I have here, which is a really good support, and I'll go ahead and use it for you, is keeping a ball here for our thigh stretch is actually really, really nice. So it helps you connect and get the nice distance between the legs, and then it helps you learn how to squeeze the thighs together and reach the knees down so that you can push these hips forward. Your heel here should be directly out of that knee. So you're not taking the legs together, you're keeping them wide so you can press the shins down and it gives you more space. Shoulder width here, and you're looking forward. Push the hips forward, pull the arms in, reach yourself back, press the hips forward to come back up. Reach the knees down. Inhale to come back, and exhale to come back. Hips come forward. I love this one so much. I'm so glad we're doing it here this morning. Stretch those thighs because that's what helps you with high scissors and bicycle, and it helps you with your shoulder bridge. Last one. Oh yeah, hips come forward. And then we'll take the ball out. Take your bar off. Bring yourself down to your mat. You're going to take your leg springs and you're going to put these babies all the way up on your arms. Now, if you're using heavier springs here, you may need to adjust where you're sitting. But place those feet, again, right against those poles, just like we did with our roll down. Arms come back behind the head. Whew. Reach the tailbone down and really try and get some traction in the neck. And then you can start with a little bit of a hinge just to see what's going on with like the legs here. Then roll the rest of the body down. Continue that traction in the neck. Once you get down, and maybe you don't get all the way, and that's okay, start pushing the shoulders and ribs back. to come up into that upper ab curl, and you can come up and over. Now I'm going to scoot just a little bit closer again because my heels were coming back. So we allow the spring to help us hinge back, straightening the legs, then roll the pelvis down and the rest of the spine down. Then really reach up through the neck, crown of the head comes up and over, and stack back up. 2 more like that. Reach it back, roll it down, take the head back, then come right up through that upper ab curl, up and over, and up and back. One more time here. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then up and over. Whew, and stack back up. Put your push through bar on, so hook that baby up. Bring yourself down and then pull the bar down and see if you can scoot your butt underneath enough that you can get the balls of your feet right on the back side of that push through bar. Then make sure that you're nice and centered here so that you can press those arms in. And let's do a little bit of a pelvic tuck and come back down. I like to do this because if anybody's sore in their low back or seeing a little bit of strain, then I have them stay here. So if that's you, you have permission to stay here. Otherwise, we're going to come up and shoulder bridge. And once you're up, we're going to play around with how high can we get and reach the leg. This is our scissors. So we're just going to reach, 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 and then put that foot on. Be nice and steady. Lift those hips more and see how I'm reaching that away here. Pull back and reach. Pull back and reach. So it seems like a kick. It's the same exact idea. You're standing, go ahead and come down. You're standing on your head and your shoulders and you're reaching those hips away. So it's all the same work, just finding it a little bit different. I'm going to pull myself in just a little bit for shoulder bridge. We're going to skip bicycle. So we had like our little kick there, which was either our shoulder bridge with kicks, or we're just going to call it our high scissors today. But we're going to come on up, reach in for our shoulder bridge. See if you can get almost a little extension. Practice standing on your head and your shoulders, and then bringing the thoracic spine down first. Yep, middle back here, waistband comes down. Whew. Then sacrum comes down. We're going to do one more slow one. Sometimes it's nice just to do some slow ones and find the traction in the work on the way back down. Press up, hold here, and then start pressing through those feet like crazy. Keep trying to lift the hips as you bring the spine down. So slowly. I'm still going. Still going. Still going. Woo! Okay, I made it. Then arch away and go ahead and come up. Take yourself out of there. And we have our spine twist. We're going to play around a little bit with our spine twist with our push through bar. We're going to add a little bit of mermaid with it, which I think will be fun. We'll start first with just reaching the arm up and see if we can find some connection to our arm to our back here. Then reach up and over, and come back up. So right here, it almost seems like a spine twist. So we'll do one more here. And stack back up. Bring the arms out, and then hips stay forward as we twist, 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 and come back. Same side, because we're going to turn around and twist, 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 and back. One more. Exhale and keep exhaling. hips stay forward. Then let's turn around. We'll repeat that on the other side. So heels together, toes apart. You're an arm width away here. Hand is in the center of the bar or a little bit forward. Connect those heels. See if you can find your connection here. Reach opposite arm up. Start to press down. Then start with the very top of the head. Come over, stretch. Continue to press the hips forward so they're square. And come back. We have one more like this, then we'll do our spine twist. Reach up and over, 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 and up. Bring the arms out to the side. Nice big inhale. And exhale to twist, twist, twist. And then come back. And two more. Twist. Keep those hips forward and back. Last one. Nice, long exhales and back. Woo. All right, we have our jackknife time. All right, for jackknife, we're going to come back again. We're going to see how we feel. We're going to place that spring from below on. And again, you must have safety chain. Must have safety chain, always. Safety strap. Be safe, people. Be safe. I should say, be safe, friends. Okay, bar is right in the middle. We're gonna see how we feel here. I have this on here because I have a lot of black. All right, let's move on back. All right. From here, I'm going to have my head a little more towards the tower end. If you want more stretch or you want more of an angle to push up, you will move yourself away. I just particularly like having this pretty much right at the bottom of my sternum, but you do you. All right, let's see. Woo. Let's see how we're feeling now. Let's do a parallel here, maybe about hip width. Let's point and flex. Okay. So we're just going to work on that candlestick piece of jackknife. So if you want to move your legs in a little bit more, so it's a little bit more like doing your jackknife, which is in parallel, then go ahead and do that. And you, again, if you need more arm strength, you'll move yourself out. And then from here, we're going to take the legs up. And then we're going to take them down. Okay, reach the legs up. Maybe it's just an inch. And then come down. One more like that. We're just doing a little bit of play. And it was a lot to get in there. Up. And down. But in the end, sometimes I think it's worth it just to give it a try. Even if it's in like a little tiny bit. Woo! All right, take that off, and it's time for our side leg kicks. We're gonna use those leg springs, which is one of my favorite ways to do side series. Get everything hooked back up. We won't do spring from below again. So you can hook your safety strap up wherever you want. All right. So come to the side here. Yourself up on the back of your mat. Place your head down. It might sound a little weird in my earpiece now. You're going to take that back spring and place it over the foot. Then bottom leg is going to be out at a 45-degree angle. Otherwise, if you need more support, you can bend the knee here. From here, you're going to hold. This hand can be pretty much anywhere. It can be in front of you or on your hip. Flex the foot, reach it forward, and then pull the leg back. Try and keep the hips stacked and pull back. We're going to do sweeps and circles. So 5 of each. One more here. Sweep it forward, come back, reach the leg back behind you. See if you can stack the hip and have the shoulders stacked here. little circles back behind the body. 5 circles one way. I'm going to put my arm here because of the spring. And then 5 circles the opposite way. Then we do big circles. Take the leg out, come up, and come back. And again, I think I've said this before, your big circles don't have to be the biggest circle in the entire world. They just need to be bigger than the small circles you just did, because the goal is to keep the hips stacked. Then reverse directions. We're working on side body stability here. It's very important for you to work on strengthening the side body and keeping yourself stable here so that you can do a lot of other fun things in the work. Last one. Then pull that in very carefully. Take that leg spring off, and we'll line up and do that on the other side. So you can do a nice fancy transition, or you can just come over, line yourself up. You may have to move a little bit to get yourself lined up. So back of the body here, all the way lined up. Head is going to be on the arm. You're going to pull that back spring forward and put it on your leg. And then this hand can be anywhere that helps support you to keep this hip stacked. You're at hip height. You're going to flex forward and bring the leg back. Trying to keep stacked, trying to keep the shoulder away from the ear as much as possible. And you can play with that bottom leg for support. So if you bend the leg, you're going to have more support to help you be stable. Keep it back there, small circles, one way and the other way, 5 each. And then we do big circles, which again, just the goal is for them to be a little bit bigger than what you just did. And try and keep the hips and the shoulders stacked. Eyes gazing forward so that you have that nice tall spine. Pause and 5 the other way. Last one. Ooh, and then bend that leg in and take that strap off. Bring it around. Come up, and we're back to that push-through bar. Bring the push-through bar up for our teasers. Arms are straight. We pick the legs up. We do teaser 2. Lower and lift the legs 3 times. Come up and come back down. Full teaser and down. Full teaser and down. Here's our last one for hip circles. Come up, circle the legs one way, circle the other way, one more each way. Whew. And then reach it all the way down. Oh, wow. That was nice. So nice to be able to do hip circles with teaser with some of that support. Bring your bar down, push it through. We're to our swimming. Again, really reach out of those legs. Do a little internal rotation from here. Come up into your swan, lift the knees up off, and then swim the legs. Then from here, you can practice pulling in and pressing out. Pulling in and pressing out and maintaining that nice extension. Last one. And come down. Whew. Then reach up and bring yourself back. Whew. Okay, so nice. I'm going to show long back arms. Love this variation. come to a kneeling position, and you can be as close or as far away as you want to. Just know that when you push your arms back, you may hit your tower. Same arm position, you can do it palms up or palms down. Press the hips forward just like you would with your thigh stretch. Arms are straight, you pull into the body, you bend the arms and reach them back. Pull into the body, come up, reach back. You just do 3 each way. So then we start up, we pull it in, slide it down the body, straight arm back. Pull the bar up, slide it down the body, reach it back. So this is how we get some stretch in our body to be able to do leg pull. Okay, go ahead and come off there. Put the push through bar back on. Come to that same mermaid position here. We're gonna skip side kick kneeling and we're gonna come to side bend again, which is gonna be another version of mermaid, or really pretty much the same exact version of mermaid, so that we can get that side bending work in. If you wanna go ahead and do your kneeling side kick, then you can do that. So from here, you're gonna push the bar down and then you're gonna come over and reach back up, but stay right here and reach back over. So it's a little different than mermaid. And back over. Try and keep the hips stacked. Hips stay forward. One more. Reach it up. You can do a counter stretch, but we are going to go to the other side. So just a little bit different than the mermaid we did before. We're just staying in that range as we go. So reach into it, square the hips, reach the arm up, bring that bar down, and then bend over, come up, but don't let the bar come up. Bend over and pull up. Try and sequence all the way through and then pull up. Sequence and pull up. Last one. Bring the arms, counter stretch. Oh, nice. Then we'll come to our seal. One more time. We're going to come back to that push through bar rolling exercise. We will not be doing crab because it would just be weird. We will not be doing crab. So this is the last time. So scooch back. Hopefully you're getting some repetition. If you don't want to try this in a little bit more of a turn out position, you can go back to working on your open leg rocker, or you can go back again to rolling like a ball, because practice doesn't make perfect, but it does help. Okay, so bring the hands inside and then I do my elbow. So as I'm here, I'm actually holding like this right in the middle. And then for this one, I'm gonna scooch back just a little bit more because of the hand position. So pull it into, you're in a little bit more turnout, and you come back and you come up. It's gonna be a little bit harder to come back up. You're gonna probably wanna tip forward. So we're trying to stay in that back range. Pull the waistband back and come forward. Keep those arms bent. You're really pulling the bar into you. It's almost like you're trying to pull your legs toward you and then keep them pulling toward you to maintain. Pull and up. Last one. Woo! And then you can go ahead and come out of there. Bring that forward. We're going to do one more extension. So here are your options for rocking. You can do anything that we've done before. You can do the swan prep, you can do swan, single leg kick and extension, the double leg kick variation, all of that super, super good. So for rocking, we're not going to be grabbing the legs. We're going to work on that extension and just trying to bring the legs towards us, maybe lift the knees up. And if you like full swan and you didn't get to do full swan before, you can also substitute that. reach the knees off the mat. So really reach the legs away from you. Pull yourself up and then see if you can pull the legs into you. Pull, pull, pull. Try and lift the knees. Reach out, come down. Lift up again. Try and pull the heels to your head and come back down. Whew. Last one. Up into extension. Pull the arms into your back. Lift the knees, lift the knees. Whew. And come down and reach that up. Whew. It's like a very subtle activation on the back body. You're going to take the bar off. You're going to take the spring from below. This will only work if you have enough space for this bar to clear your face. If the bar does not clear your face, don't do this and do regular push-up. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So we are gonna put this bar back on, and it's gonna hang here. I learned this one from Anula Myberg, and I love doing this variation. So as you can see, there's absolutely no safety strap here because we are not lifting our head, and you have to make sure that this bar completely clears your face. If it doesn't, you stop right now. I am not liable for this. You stop right now and you do your regular push-up. Otherwise, bring the bar up in front of you. And then you're going to move yourself down so that your shoulder is right underneath your wrist. And again, if you come down and your bar would hit you in the face, if you drop this, it'll hit. So you have to make sure it clears or you're not doing it. All right, nice wide shoulders. And then do a little rotation with the arm so that you have narrow elbows. And here's our push-up practice. We're gonna bring the bar down until it's hard, and then we're gonna push it back up. 5 more like that. Bring it down, it's slow. And if this is easy, you can always put more on, but we are going to do one arm as well. And reach back up. So the shoulder should always stay exactly where they are on the mat. And reach. So that's 5. Then we take one arm off and we do 1. You want to get to a place where you feel like you can't hold it anymore, then press it away. Bring it down. We're just going to do 3 each here. And away. Bring it down. Ooh, shaky, shaky. And then switch. Now, if I had time on my own, I'd take this and bring it, I'd take the spring and bring it over here so that it was right under, but it's okay. It's still gonna be fine. So bring it down until it's hard and then reach it up. The shoulder stays down the whole time. Narrow elbow and back up. 1 more and back up. Bring both hands, very carefully bring it down and allow it to clear the head. Whew. And there you go. There is a mat-inspired tower class for you. I hope you liked some of these variations. There are definitely more ways to do each of the exercises. You can get really creative. These are some of my favorite variations. And of course, if something doesn't feel quite right to you when you're doing it, you can just do the regular mat exercise. But I love the tower because with the springs and the way we can set ourselves up, it gives us more support so that we can play with more connections and then take that to the mat. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please share, like, subscribe, definitely share with the friends. The more subscribers I get, the more content I will be able to put out there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.